the high seas. Pisces, cast my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Sagittarius, hey, welcome to your reading, guys, for January 2019. And unfortunately, you guys are my last video of the month, so for those of you who've been waiting, you've probably seen me upload all these zodiac signs, and then you are my last video. So I think I've saved the best for last. What do you guys think? The reason why you were last is because I did you guys first last month, and then I did Capricorn first this month, and that means Sagittarius is like 12 signs away from Capricorn. So next month I'll be starting with Aquarius, and you won't be dead last. Capricorn will be last next month. So if you're wondering why your video is last, that's why, guys, because I'm just kind of rotating it. I did you guys first last month, okay? So yeah, let's just talk a little bit about astrology, and then we'll get into your reading, which I've already pulled, obviously, to save time. So guys, we've got Capricorn and Aquarius season this month. And for you, Capricorn is about your second house, and Aquarius is your third house. So first half of January is all about financial energy. It's about the things that you possess, which could be about anything. I possess this pyrite right here. I also possess this shielding card, in the thing that I wrote on the back for it. But yeah, you know, we can possess anything, Sagittarius, and Capricorn is the energy on the zodiac wheel that kind of protects that for you, or obtains that energy for you. So wouldn't surprise me if you guys are going through some financial stuff, very focused on what is yours, what belongs to you, finances, your values, your worth, anything you consider a personal possession or resource is that Taurus energy. But for you, it's Capricorn. And this could be you getting kind of serious about that, because keep in mind, every Sagittarius has a second house Capricorn when it comes to the universe. So every Sagittarius can benefit from being a bit more serious about their money and their finances, their funds, their values, and Capricorn is here to teach you that, okay? Lots of energy in your second house of resources, okay? Lots of planets, at least 5 of them. So that's what's going on in the first half of January. And then the second half of January, that's the third house, and this house is the opposite of you, Sagittarius. You are the 9th house, which is long distance travel, the higher mind. The third house, which is Aquarius for you, is all about the lower mind. It's about short distance travel, and it's about communication. So I feel like, in a nutshell, January is about communicating about finances. Maybe even doing some short distance travel about finances. Be very careful not to come from a lower vibrational mindset when it comes to finances, because when we have the lower mind and we have finances, sometimes we can come from a kind of a low place. We can kind of get kind of low when it comes to our values and come from kind of just a low vibration, okay? But I think valuing communication is coming up here. Communicating about your possessions, maybe about your finances, or, you know, your values. So that's what's going on a little bit there, just second house and third house energy, okay? So let's get in with the reading. So this is a reading that I've done for 2 years now. I did this same reading style last year for Capricorn season. It's just something I made up because Capricorns are the 10th house and they're the mountain goats. So what I have here is a tarot mountain, okay? My metaphorical mountain is what I call it. And in these readings, everything here is a potential obstacle that you can overcome, okay? Capricorn is all about overcoming a mountain so that we can rise to the top, okay? So this energy is all about that, all about the climbing obstacles and getting to the top, all right? We have 10 cards here because Capricorn is the 10th house, so very symbolic here for that financial energy for you, okay? And we are going to start with this row. This is where we start in this reading. It's the foundation is what I call it. Every mountain needs a foundation. Whenever we want to build or grow, we definitely need a foundation, okay? So we're going to start here. This could definitely be, you know, something you've built from. Like, it could be a job if that's where you guys have started. It can be a house or a family situation, even a relationship. So you guys are going to have to, you know, figure it out for yourself what your foundation is, but I am going to read the cards. So the first card we have coming out for you, Sagittarius, is the Tower. The Tower, a card that some people are afraid of. But for me, the Tower is about something falling apart that was built on a false foundation. So, interesting, Sagittarius. We have a false foundation in your foundation. Okay, the Tower, this is only something built on a false foundation. If your foundation's sturdy enough, it doesn't matter how many times it's struck by lightning, and this is metaphorical lightning. Usually there is a lightning bolt. Usually we see a tower. In traditional tarot, there's a tower and a lightning bolt that has struck, and then there's a king and a queen that is jumping out of the tower. But for this cards, this goddess deck here, we see a woman at the bottom of the tower. You know, this is what no one ever knows what happens once those people reach the ground. But apparently, you know, it looks a bit like this. This is a better depiction of the tower because it's raining. You know, this woman, this is like rock bottom energy. Okay, so some of you guys may be experiencing some, I hope it's over by now because I am recording these readings a bit late. So it's January 18th right now, late at night, around like 9, like it's almost 10 o'clock. So maybe this was something you guys felt early January. But you know, guys, this is a January reading, so you guys can feel this on January 30th. You can even feel this into February, okay? Because energy is kind of fluid. So this is something falling apart. It's something that you don't see coming, Sagittarius. It's kind of hard to predict lightning, right? And even lightning in astrology is ruled by Aquarius, and Aquarius is all about, well, it's Uranus. It's about unpredictability. You know, this is the card for Mars. So it's unexpected war, unexpected, you know, just something shocking. And it doesn't have to be bad, because sometimes hearing back from an ex or hearing about a new job, okay, hearing just something you didn't know, something that you didn't expect, that is a Tower moment. So it's going to be different for all of you, but we have the very general Tower for all Sagittariuses. To me, there is something that rings true about a false foundation. So just be very careful about what you have built a foundation on. Make sure that it's very sturdy and stable and grounded and realistic. So if this is a relationship, make sure, and you know, we are able to sense false foundations because the universe will make us feel queasy. It'll show us signs. It'll make us feel like something is unstable when a tower is about to fall down, okay? It's a metaphorical tower. So be very careful of those false foundations, because this is your first card and it is talking about a foundation. I do want to mention that these 3 cards came out together. So I want to read them all together, but I'm going to take them one by one at first, and then I'll show you, because these first 3 cards came out all together, and then we had this card come out that is separate from those energies. So the next card we have after the Tower is the King of Pentacles. Now guys, this is the king. We have the crown here. That is the king's crown. Some people comment and they're like, that's the Queen of Pentacles. I'm like, no, it's the King of Pentacles. This deck has a lot of women in it because it's a goddess energy, so very strong female energies, even in the masculine suits, okay? This is the King of Pentacles. So it is a male Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. To me, this is the male Capricorn card. Now, I do want to mention that we don't want to pay too much attention to gender, because it can just be, we all have masculine and feminine energies. So it's just a more dominant masculine person. Even if it's a female, this is some kind of like masculine woman, okay? It's more of a dominant masculine female, and it is a Capricorn. It could be a Taurus, it could be a Virgo, but for me this feels like a Capricorn in this reading, okay? Now the King of Pentacles, he works a lot. He's very concerned about his money. Well, I should say he or she. So this is an energy that is very dominant financially, okay? Now, I don't know about this card, guys. It looks a bit different than the King of Pentacles in my other deck. And there's a fire here. And this is your element, Sagittarius. You are a fire. So we got a campfire here. And this looks like someone who's cold. You know, this King of Pentacles always reminds me of someone who's very cold and like bitter, upset. You know what I'm saying? Not really emotionally open. Because even the look on this person, oh, okay, now that I'm looking at it, this is the first time I've ever looked at this card in this way. At first glance, it does look like this person is upset. But if you take a closer look, they're just kind of in deep thought, okay? So some of you guys may think a person is upset. You may think a person is cold, when really they've just been through a lot and they're just really in deep thought, probably about their finances. In your case, probably about your foundation and how you can better stabilize that. I mean, it did come out after the Tower. So, of course, you know, this person is cold and and they've been through a lot. Something shocked them in January, so they're just doing their best to kind of warm up and, you know, do their best to kind of just survive. This is like a survival energy, okay? But some of you guys may have dealt with like shock or, you know, breakups, separation. There could just be things that are a little shaky financially. This could definitely be a loss of a job or like a the government is shut down, guys. So this could be, you know, somebody who is feeling a bit unstable when it comes to the foundation they've built up financially at a job. Like financial unpredictability, things falling apart financially, okay? Or sudden endings with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male or female this month, okay? So it's either your finances or an earth sign. I feel like it's a bit of both for different Sagittariuses out there. So, you know, it's really, I like that the King of Pentacles is coming out after the Tower, because the King of Pentacles is really stable. He's really logical, and even if he just lost a home, even if he just lost a job, he knows what the essentials of life are. Shelter, warmth, you know, food, water. Very logical thinker, and it may help you guys to take on this energy after something falls apart. You know, this could be anything. Whatever the Tower is to you, this is basically saying Sagittarius needs to ground themselves on a new foundation. So this is like starting over. You know, this person doesn't even have a tower. They don't even have a home. They're like sitting on this like chair or throne. It is a king, okay? Keep in mind, this person has mastered the element of earth. They have mastered finances. They have mastered, you know, at least this energy has. So they're sitting on a throne of pentacles, and it looks like it's made out of like leaves and stuff, okay? So I don't know, I feel a very survival energy there. I do, and I'm no longer seeing this King of Pentacles in the same way ever again. I really feel like the image of this card has changed, because at first it looked so angry to me. I've always seen this card the same way, and now in this reading I am sympathizing. I do not think this King of Pentacles is cold or upset, just in really deep thought about something that this fire, you know, after the Tower, of course, we need to take some time to ground ourselves. And this is like someone who doesn't really want to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really ready to speak. If this is a breakup, there's someone here who just like doesn't really want to talk about it for a little while. Like, they've been through more than someone can imagine. So they're really just kind of like distancing themselves and just like reflecting, you know what I mean? Trying to ground themselves. And I just wanted to show you, is it in this picture? Yes, there's a mountain back there. Way back there. It's like kind of cloudy. So, you know, this is like this is some kind of obstacle or something like that, guys. It's just some kind of like something that's crumbling down, okay? Financially, at work, career, just something you value. Could be with an earth sign energy, or you might have your own earth energy. Okay, but the next card we have is the Queen of Wands. And in this reading, this is my Sagittarius card. Sometimes this is a Leo, sometimes it's an Aries. You know, but it's a female fire energy, whether it's a male or a female. We've got Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. And so, you know, we've got a king and a queen here. And like I said, usually in the Tower card, there is a king and a queen falling out of that tower. So some of you guys, I feel like this is you, unless you have another fire sign energy present. But to me, this really does look like something that has fell apart with a fire sign and an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And it looks like a couple. Okay, it looks like there's someone who's passionate and fiery. And then there's this more serious character. You know, now there could be same-sex couples here too, because we do see two women here. So, you know, just take it as it resonates, guys. Gender is not that serious. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this looks like just some shakeups going on with the fire signs and the earth signs. Especially if those of you who are watching are with earth signs or fire signs. So, yeah, this is your foundation, remember. So, something may fell apart for this earth and fire sign energy. You know, things just could be a little bit shaky. Maybe things are a little bit unexpected. Maybe there was something financial, a financial issue that came up. Or maybe just finances are an obstacle, okay? Things falling apart financially or at work can be a potential obstacle for you, Sagittarius. Even grounding yourself mentally can become a little bit of an obstacle this month, because there is this like really rock bottom energy. Like someone who is just like been through a lot and they're like at the bottom of the bottom. Alright, and we have this Queen of Wands though. So this is how you're still appearing though. Like a queen. we have another indication here of someone who has mastered something. So just as the King of Pentacles has mastered earth and money and, you know, that grounded energy, logic, this is someone who's also mastered the element of fire, okay? And we do have that fire there. So I do see earth and fire very strongly here. Someone in the situation is cold and does need to warm up, okay? They do need to ground themselves back in their passion and allow that to kind of warm them when they're, you know, because this King of Pentacles, he is a bit cold, just not in the same way that I used to think, okay? So the Queen of Wands, very passionate woman. She's an authority figure. Well, she has authority over her own vision and her own passion, and it looks like she's speaking in a bunch of people. So this could be someone who expresses themselves in front of a crowd. And she's a very attractive woman, the Queen of Wands is. She's very feisty. And she doesn't think about what she wants to do. She's so passionate that she's already done it. Okay, so she has definitely mastered creativity, expression, manifestation, you know, very magical woman. So we have a very fired up woman here. Her facial expression also looks a bit angry, but I'm not wrong about her, okay? This just came up in the Scorpio reading. Some of you may be dealing with Scorpio, but it's hard to say with this woman, because sometimes with the Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, even if they look like this, that's just who they are. You know, they're ruled by fire, so they're always passionate, and their facial expression is not always promising. So there could be a woman here who's not sure what her passions are, not sure if she's angry with this person, place, or thing. But we do have a couple here, guys, a king and a queen right down here, Taurus and Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, and I feel like this is just Sagittarius, but it could also be Leo, it could also be Aries woman, especially if you know any Leo women or any Aries women. It could be someone else, but this looks, if there's a king and a queen right next to each other, this looks like, you know, some sort of relationship that may or may not be going through rocky times, separation, you know, divorce even. But luckily, Sagittarius, who cares? Who cares about any of that? Because we have Jupiter now. We have the Wheel of Fortune showing up in your foundation as well. Jupiter, did you really think that Jupiter wasn't still helping you out, Sagittarius? I mean, this is your ruling planet. Jupiter is still in Sagittarius. It's going to be there for a while, okay? And this is about expansion. The Wheel of Fortune is a turn in direction, okay? This is like your fortune, your fate, you know, some kind of cycle. But it's good luck, it's good fortune. And when I see the Wheel of Fortune, it reminds me that everything can change at any moment. You know, any direction, anything can change, all right? And it's about you reflecting. This woman has her eyes closed, and she's allowing these fairies, these forces, to help her turn the direction of this spindle sewing wheel thing. But it's the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter. So you have also built a foundation based off of expansion, based off of knowledge. You know, this is that Jupiter energy. So you want to think about knowledge and your philosophy even, okay? This is all about your beliefs even too. Jupiter is also about your beliefs. So yeah, and we just had that card. So when it comes to the Tower and some kind of decision you're making, you know, there are two different directions you could go in, Sagittarius, and it may be light and dark. It may be water, fire, okay, because we see red and blue there. But this is your foundation row, and this is your the last card in that row, okay? So that tells me that whatever's been going on here with this king and this queen and this tower, like, things can always change, especially when Jupiter is very at home and comfortable in Sagittarius. So this tells me that there's a foundation here that can change. There's a foundation here that can expand as long as you believe, okay? It's all about believing in the direction and the course that you're taking, because we do see some decisions here. I just realized that we definitely have lots of decisions to make, Sagittarius. It's like what I just felt is a ship that is going to make a hard left or a hard right. Like, you might have been walking straight for a while, Sag, but January is the month where it's like, yo, right or left, you know, yes or no, up or down. You know, definitely the wheel is turning. So we move on up here to the Two of Swords. So speaking of two different directions, two different paths, we have the Two of Swords, guys. Someone here has long brown hair, because I'm seeing lots of long brown hair. Like, the majority of the people in this picture have brown hair, okay? Seeing a lot of women with brown hair. So someone here has brown hair. The only person who don't got brown hair in this picture, in this reading, is this woman, okay? Because she's been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? She's older. This is why wisdom. So I don't know if there's just someone here with gray hair, or maybe there's an older woman present, but everyone else has brown hair. Okay, now that doesn't mean if there's some blondes watching or some redheads, it doesn't mean this reading isn't for you. It means pay very close attention to the brown-haired women in your life in January. Okay, tarot is weird like that. Okay, I just wanted to mention that. So just pay attention to people with brown hair, because all of these things could be somehow linked to them. Okay, so I said that because look how long this woman's hair is. At first glance, you don't really see her hair, but I remember when I first got this deck, I looked, I'm like, holy shit. Like, this woman's hair is so long, so someone might need, like, I don't know if someone cuts hair in this situation, or someone has extremely long brown hair. But anyways, besides the point. The Two of Swords is a decision. It's a stalemate. Now, this person's blindfolded, okay? So there is a decision that you're kind of making yourself blind to in January, Sagittarius. Like, you're not really sure which way to go. And it comes right after the Wheel of Fortune. So when it comes to change and expansion and knowledge and your beliefs, even you, Sagittarius, can come to mental crossroads. It's like maybe there's two different opposing beliefs. Maybe there's two different opposing ways to expand. And that's why Jupiter is the biggest planet in astrology, because it expands in all directions at the same time. The Wheel of Fortune is it involves all corners of the universe, okay? So just keep that in mind when you're feeling a bit confused about a decision you have to make in January. Because this is a woman she's afraid of what she feels. So she's just, not allowing herself to see it. Okay? So we have the Two of Swords, okay? It could be a potential obstacle to figure out some sort of decision. And now that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, okay? So this might be something that you need to communicate, but either way, there's that blindfold. So, you're not sure which way to go, okay? And again, this woman here has her eyes closed too. So this is the difference between closing your eyes willingly and then, something exterior causing the lack of sight. So sometimes mental confliction can blind us, okay? But you don't want to close your eyes if you're the captain. Okay, I'm feeling some Titanic energy here because we got these big old things sticking out the water back there, and that looks like it's not an iceberg, but that's the same kind of thing that, we got a captain's wheel here, and we got some Titanic energy is all I'm saying. So just be careful, you know what I'm saying, as you're steering this ship of energy. Keep your eyes open, Sagittarius, because we have some blindfolded women up in this picture. And we also have women that are just simply closing their eyes, So there's a difference between closing your eyes to think more clearly, to meditate more, and then simply just like Bird Box, blinding yourself here. Ever since I've watched that Bird Box movie, when I see these women, I'm thinking of Bird Box. So just be careful of, blinding yourself because you're afraid. There's something here about just looking something straight up, just looking at the two paths and just allowing yourself to feel whatever it is you're feeling, Sagittarius, and no longer sitting still and just allowing yourself to wait in anticipation to make a decision. You are the one who's making the decision here, and it's kind of difficult. So we put this Two of Swords here, all right, and it's touching the Tower and the King of Pentacles. So some of you guys have a male earth sign here that you need to make maybe you're waiting on them to make a decision, okay? But things are falling apart as you're sitting here. Now, if it's not an earth sign person, male or female, then it could just be the decision, a sort of financial decision. There could be some kind of shocking financial expense with the Tower and the King of Pentacles. That is something shocking comes up at your job, something unexpected comes up financially or at home. And this puts you in a position that you have to make a decision, but you don't want to make this decision. Only decisions we don't want to make, if we want to make a decision, we would not blindfold ourselves. So we definitely have some kind of important decision coming up here. And I think this is a decision that could potentially change everything, because there is change coming, Sag. But yeah, this Two of Swords definitely has to do with a decision about an earth sign, or it's a very financial related decision. And that makes sense because Capricorn is all about your finances. And we are going through Capricorn season in this portion of the reading. We have Aquarius season up here. But right here is that Capricorn second house energy. So pay attention to your values. Ask yourself what it is that you value in the situation. What's more stable. Make sure you're making very stable decisions. You don't want to make decisions that could potentially be struck by lightning and come crumbling down, okay? So the next card we have is pretty important. It's the middle of the reading. So everything here is based off of this energy. Everything is surrounding it. This is kind of the core here. And we do have the Two of Cups, another person with very long hair. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for these two cards to come up because I always feel like they're related, because this woman's hair is like flowing off of the page. And could it be that this is the tail end to her ponytail? You see how weird that is? I don't know if that's I think it's just a root, but it very much looks like someone's, like, it looks better if I hold it this way. You see how it looks like her hair is, so this is another two, by the way. We have the Two of Swords, and the next card is the Two of Cups. So someone has a love decision to make here. Somebody is confused about two people, places, or things, and they have waited so long for either themselves to make a decision or someone else to make a decision. Look how long their hair has grown. It's grown into a whole nother situation, okay? So oh my God, I am so happy that finally the Two of Swords showed up with the Two of Cups for someone, because I've been waiting for that so I could show the people that how that hair is like extends into the other picture. So here we have the Two of Cups. This is the middle of your reading. And this is about two people who are emotionally connected. Some kind of lovebird energy, literally. We have doves up there, okay? So this is about a decision between two people. Or maybe it's just a decision you have to make that could potentially affect your love life or your relationships with other people, okay? It's a significant love energy centered around the center. And if you're single, love is still in the center of your life. It's still in the center of your reading, Sagittarius. It could be past relationships or just that feeling of wanting to connect to someone else emotionally. Okay, this is very cute romantic energy, and both of them have a cup, so both of them have emotion to express. Some of you guys, this is people coming back together, okay? This is the reconciliation. So sometimes this is like people who have been split for a while, or, you know, maybe this is someone deciding to get back with another person, because when we have these twos here, you know, you've got some decisions to make, and this could be in regards to your emotion. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, you know, but it's emotion and it's mental, and we have some emotion back here, okay? So this is about what you feel towards another person or what you feel towards love. And just like the Two of Swords, we put the Two of Cups here, and it's touching the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you guys, this is a relationship with a earth sign, especially because these two people are by a tree. So that's like a very grounded relationship. Okay, grounded passion, financial expression, okay? There's some kind of relationship here, and there is a decision between two people, places, or things. I see a lot of crossroads here for you, Sagittarius, starting with the Wheel of Fortune. So just keep in mind, with this kind of setup, all the decisions you make in January could change everything at a very, it could change your very karma. It could change your fortune, okay? Now, the next card we have after the Two of Cups is the Fool card. So some of you are dealing with the zodiac sign Aries. Others of you guys are just wanting to start a new beginning, okay, with your relationships. Maybe this is the decision to start over completely new, because the Fool has reached the edge of a cliff and he or she is just jumping. Now, some of you guys have cats, okay, because we have two indications of a little cat there, a black cat, a white cat. Maybe it's a Leo, because cats are Leos in astrology, and we do have a Leo here. Some of you guys have a relationship with a Leo or a Taurus. I do see Leo and Taurus here, Capricorn, Aries, you know, Sagittarius, Virgo. So just earth and fire strongly, but that could just be grounded passion. Okay, some of you guys are dealing with water signs and air signs. I mean, you have all the elements right here, Sagittarius. So all the elements are here, all the zodiac signs. Point blank period is that some of you guys just want to start over new. You want to take a risk. You want to take a leap of faith. I definitely see a leap of faith here. Some of you guys, there's a new relationship coming in January. And if it's not a new relationship, it feels new. You know what I mean? It's the decision to start new or to start over in an existing relationship. But the emotions these two people feel may be very new, okay? Maybe these two people haven't been together in a while and they get back together and there's just things that are different. But there's a desire here for a new beginning. Sagittarius definitely wants to take a risk with a person, place, or thing emotionally. You know, this might be someone who's been single for a while, long enough for their hair to grow long like that. and they're tired of blinding themselves to how they feel, so they finally get back out there and start trying to emotionally connect with other people, and that could be the new beginning, okay? This new beginning may have to do with a female fire sign, but this is also taking a risk with destiny, because we have the Fool touching the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune cycle has something to do with a new beginning. Now the Leo full moon is also going to be very important for you guys. And Leo is your 9th house. Yes, Leo is your 9th house. So you're going to be going through 9th house energy and 3rd house energy. That's that portal of Gemini Sag, okay? So you guys want to really look for my Leo moon video, because you're going to want to know what that 9th house energy is bringing in for you. It may bring expansion. It may bring different beliefs. It may bring completions and new beginnings. And it could definitely have to do with maybe a long distance lover. You know, these people could be at a distance from each other, but they need to choose each other. These two people have to choose each other, because there's so much decisions here. And in this case, it looks like a risk, jumping into something new, even if it's an existing relationship, because we do have this earth and fire sign, this king and this queen, that yes, they did jump out of this tower, but now there could be a new foundation that is built, because this is about change and expansion. But goodness gracious, do we have a lot of 2s, because the last 3 cards, Sagittarius, we've got the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles. The only card you're missing is the 2 of Wands. So you don't have the fire element of the 2, but these are 3 out of the 4 2 cards. So I would say you guys have quite a lot of decisions to make here in January. Financial decisions, decisions about your children, or, you know, being mothers. Some of you guys are mothers. Definitely relationship decisions, okay? And the decision, some of this just has to do with starting completely over in January, because it's the fucking new year. You know, why not jump into something completely new, even if it's a relationship? You know, it doesn't matter what it is. It's just that new energy. So now we have the 2 of Pentacles, and this is the most crossroad of crossroads, because especially in this deck, because it clearly shows a person who is at the center of a crossroad. 2 paths expanding before them, but the 2 of Pentacles is all about juggling. So some of you guys are really juggling 2 different thoughts. You know, do I do this? Do I not? Do I love him? Do I not? Should I get in a relationship? Should I stay single? Like, this is seriously some battling energies going on, and it definitely speaks to decisions. Okay, some of you guys are juggling something new and something old, whether that be a relationship or a job. Now we do have Pentacle energy, so we can be a bit more serious with this 2 of Pentacles. Okay, this is a bit more of a serious juggle, but it does speak to financial stress, because this person is real stressed out. Okay, real stressed out in spite of how fun they're acting, or in spite of how happy they look. Their face is smiling, but deep down they are not feeling very grounded. Okay, they're not really sure which way to go. This is 2 different jobs that someone needs to choose from. Maybe I do feel like someone's juggling 2 different people, because we have the 2 of Cups here. And it might not be 2 people, it just might be 2 different emotions. Like, I really like this person, but do I really want to get involved? Like, so whatever you're juggling, Sagittarius, is like, you can't split yourself in 2 and walk on both paths, okay? This is about choosing a path forward, financially, physically. Maybe it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn related. But the 2 of Pentacles, you know, there's one of those pentacles are getting kind of heavy, and the other pentacle is getting lighter. So some of you guys have 2 different ways of making money, and then there just might be some juggling going on there. And I actually skipped ahead to this card, so that was not the next card that even came out. So let's just back up a little bit and go to the next card. I just wanted to do that because, you know, there's 3 2s. Sorry, Jesus. But this card goes over there, so we shouldn't even have talked about that yet. The next card after the Fool card would have been the Star card, but everything happens for a reason. So there was a reason why I jumped to that 2 of Pentacles, but we'll talk about the Star card now, because this is the next card after the Fool. So some of you guys want a new beginning with an Aquarius, or you guys are wanting to take a leap of faith very strongly, because this is another indication of faith, okay? So jumping into something that would inspire you, that would heal you. This is a healing energy. There is someone here on a swing, so, you know, every little detail counts. But this is like a wish, okay? This is like something that would really, really fulfill you, something that you've wished for. Like if you saw a shooting star, Sagittarius, what would you wish for? Because that is this card. And some of you guys, this is about a relationship, because we put the star card right here by the Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. So some of you guys are at a crossroads between what you think and what you want, like what you're wishing for and what you intellectually think you can get. So be very careful with over intellectualizing the beauty of astrology. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely don't want to allow yourself to be confused about, you know, what you're wishing for, because wishes are so true. A dream is a wish your heart makes, okay? So in order to wish, all you have to do is dream. And it might be the Pisces in me, but dreaming is one of the easiest things to do, in my opinion. So that means wishing is one of the easiest things to do for those of us who have hearts anyway. You know, so as long as you have a heart, you have a dream, and as long as you have a dream, you have a wish, okay? So they're all going together, kind of. So this is definitely, it's a love that you're wishing for. It's a path that you really want to go down, Sagittarius. Like, this is about choosing the path where your dreams are aligned. Like, choosing the path of your dream job, your dream living place. Like, wherever your dreams are, Sagittarius, you know, there's a clear road being paved to them in January. The whole 2019, I'm hearing. The road to your dreams. But there is, you know, two different wishes, two different emotions, two different thoughts. You know, this dream is being split right down the middle here with these twos down here. So there's an Aquarius here for some of you that you're confused about, or maybe this is just a crossroads between maybe there's two different things that inspire you. Maybe there's two different people that inspire you, Sagittarius. But that is what the star card is there. The star card is like trying to heal this situation of love and heal this conflicted mind. You know, it might help to take the blindfold off, just saying. Okay, because if you can't see the shooting star, is it really a wish? But then we have the Two of Pentacles. So some of you guys are juggling. Again, this wish is surrounded by twos. So if you see any 222s in January, please know that that is a synchronicity. And, you know, you might as well just make an 1111 wish if there's any 222. Like if your total is 2202, or if it's 222 o'clock, or, you know, if your battery is 22%, then that is a sign. Okay, there's a lot of twos here. 222 is your number for this month. And you know, the number 2 is also about balance, Sagittarius. That is exactly what the cards just told me, because it makes sense that you have all these twos surrounded by a positive energy like the star. And now remember, this is the card for Aquarius. So this is the time of month where we do reach that Aquarius. So there is going to be a decision that you make when all this Aquarius season comes in. Maybe you start communicating about that. Maybe this is when that financial Capricorn juggling energy kind of cuts down. You know, but there is two different wishes here, and there's some kind of path, if that makes sense. And it's interesting we're talking about mountains this month, because there are quite some mountains back there. So this is about reaching the top of that mountain, and your wishes up there. Now we have reached the top here, okay? And this is a very important card for January, because it's the top of your mountain, and we do have justice. Okay, we have Libra energy. There could be some kind of Libra energy that could help you climb to the top of your mountain this month, Sagittarius. But we've got balance. Okay, this has been a mountain of balance. There's going to be justice. It's a justice card. Okay, justice is at the top of this mountain. Fairness, balance. And you know, even if you're blindfolded, Sagittarius, you're able to see and feel, you know, emotional balance. This is about your truth. It could have to do with some kind of court battle, or, you know, the law, maybe some kind of judge's energy. But we've got Libra and Aquarius here. And we don't need Gemini, because Gemini is a part of you anyway, because you're the opposite of Gemini. So it's really interesting we had that tower, because now there's two towers. Okay, you have rebuilt some kind of tower for yourself, light and dark. This is all about balance, okay? By the time you reach all these obstacles, like all these back and forth energies, all these twos were to help you start a new beginning, and change certain things in your life so that you could acquire balance, okay? Definitely emotional balance here. Libra energy. I'm not sure if there's any Libra energy around you, Sagittarius, but we have justice. We have fairness, harmony. You can balance these two things, okay? Even with your eyes closed, you can balance these two things. You were blindfolded here, you were blindfolded here. But you know what? I take back what I said before, because a wish is a wish, period. We actually usually close our eyes to make a wish. So that's what it's about. It's still being able to see clearly even with your eyes closed. Just like this person. You know, we see better with our, like, eyes wide shut is what I'm hearing with that energy. When we blow out candles, we close our eyes and make a wish. When we see a shooting star, we usually close our eyes. And so we do have the moon here. We have the full moon, which is going to be in Leo. So that full moon in Leo may help balance some things out. But we've got justice here, which is just awesome. So let's look at the underlying energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles now. Now we have a female earth sign. So we've got a couple here. Some twin flame energy going on here. King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. And it looks as if that person is writing something. And I'm just saying that because we have two indications here of two people writing. Okay, so there might be some communication, especially with the Page of Swords. That's like a spying energy. Someone, you guys might be spying on an earth sign. Or maybe there's just an earth sign that has something to say, especially if it's a female Capricorn. There could be some writing going on or communication. The Page of Swords is a very truthful message, and it comes in pretty quickly. Alright? And then we have the Chariot. Some of you could be dealing with Cancer, or maybe you have Cancer energy. You know, but this is about moving forward victoriously in spite of the battles. Like, there are no obstacles for you, Sagittarius. You know, you are charging your way forward this month, truthfully, groundedly. Okay? You could very well be the Queen of Pentacles, because this is all about balance financially. Like, that's that Capricorn energy that has really helped you guys, whether you know it or not. It has helped you stabilize your money and stuff, and just your future. So that is it for the reading, but I do have one additional card for you guys. I got a new deck for Christmas, and I would really like to share some of the cards with you. So I pulled an extra card. This is just extra guidance, okay? It's just going to help you guys out. And this is my Iris Oracle deck for any of you guys who are wondering. And the card, oh goodness, Sagittarius, the card that we have for you is the Fire Mother. And look at that beautiful 9 up there to symbolize that 9th house energy that you'll be going through with Leo. And also, you are the 9th house, Sagittarius. So you are the mother of fire. Now, some of you guys have fire sign moms. The Fire Mother, that's quite literal. Some of you guys have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius moms. But this is beautiful. I can't wait to read this for you guys. You know, this Queen of Wands could definitely be a Fire Mother energy, but goodness, I love that for you. So let's read this 9th card, okay? This Fire Mother. Now, this is quite a long message here, but it says, the phoenix curls her many colors. So this is apparently a phoenix. So some of you guys could be dealing with Scorpio, or this is just transformation. So the phoenix curls her many colors tenderly around her eggs. I didn't realize that, but this is a phoenix protecting her eggs, okay? Having survived a fiery death, she is reborn again and again. Her ability to give her love in her colors never leaves her. In fact, her ability to live through death and rebirth allows her to appreciate the things she loves even more deeply. She is a symbol to us that from death will always come life. The Fire Mother has the wisdom of knowing nothing truly belongs to her, and that everything is temporary. She loves and cares for her eggs as if there is no tomorrow. If you have experienced difficulties in the past, it can become a habit to always be looking for the next tragedy or hurdle that might be put in your way. And before we know it, we are spending all of our time overcoming challenges. We also have the option to spend our time and energy giving affection and love to that which we feel dear. People, projects, ideas. You will never cause ill from giving love. So wow, Sagittarius. Let me go back here because I need to reiterate this message, because it said, let's see, okay, if you have experienced difficulties in the past, it can become a habit to always be looking for the next tragedy or hurdle that might be put in your way. So yeah, I feel like this energy has a lot to do with this Tower, okay? Overcoming hurdles, overcoming obstacles. It said a lot there about life and death, so we've got some Scorpio energy there. We also have can't be caught, so it's really interesting. You have the 9 and the 10, so that's really synchronicities, okay? Like, you can't be caught, Sagittarius. You are that star, okay? You even have the star. You have the star right here, okay? So there's something here about, you know, can't be caught, you know? You can be caught, especially if there's someone who's trying to control you. But oh goodness, I just love this card here for you guys so much. So hopefully that helps. This is your reading for January, guys. If you guys resonated with that and you're interested in a personal reading, please email me so we can further discuss what that means and we can set something up. And other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading and that January was great start to your new year. Hopefully I see you guys in my Leo video, my Leo full moon video on the 20th/21st. That would be really awesome to see you guys there. But if I don't, I'll see you in February. Bye.